good reading. The first sign I see is the first sign I read. Let's get it poppin', baby. Let's see what we got going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs of love, man. Hopefully, guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, or my TikTok. If you guys want to drop a follow, I would greatly appreciate that. Shout out my notification gang. Hopefully, my notification gang pulls through. As always, the first sign I see is the first sign I read, and the first sign I saw was Gemini. So let's go ahead and get it cracking, man. Happy Friday, guys. I hope we're looking towards a fantastic weekend. Hey, Vanessa. Hey, everybody. Hey, Red Skies. How you guys doing, baby? So, starting off with Gemini, let's see what we got going on. Messages for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. All right. Messages here for Team Gemini, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on? All right, Team Gemini. Let's go ahead and get ourselves one more shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on, baby. Hopefully, we got ourselves some pretty fantastic stuff. What's crackin' for my Gemini gang? Gemini, overall energy for you guys this weekend is showing up as the Four of Cups in the reverse. So, you can be connecting with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Taking a look at your current energy, we got here a Nine of Swords in reverse, person you're dealing with. We got here the Eight of Pentacles reversed, and then the outcome that's present for you is going to be the Moon in reverse. So, you may be dealing with a Pisces. You also could be connecting with a earth sign, a air sign, or possibly a fellow water sign. Hey, you possibly could be connecting with a water sign, okay? All right, Gemini, so your overall energy to your current here, the Four of Cups reversed to the Nine of Swords in reverse. I'm hearing something's a relief for you guys, okay? So coming up over the weekend, something here is bringing you relief, or something here is relieving you. Now, taking a look at who you're dealing with, you got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. I kind of feel like it's a bit of a relief that somebody stopped trying, or that somebody gave up a certain situation, Gemini, because it's kind of what you wanted to happen. So Geminis, I feel like you were in the energy of no longer really wanting to be with someone, or no longer wanting to communicate with someone, and now that they gave up over here, things kind of fell into place for you. You're like, what a relief. I didn't have to tell somebody that I didn't want to talk to them anymore. I didn't have to like shoo somebody away. Everything kind of just unfolded naturally, the way that it needed to. So Geminis, coming up over the weekend here, if you need somebody to stop talking to you, or if somebody's been bothering you, or if somebody has kind of been around you and you don't want to be around them, it kind of feels to me like the situation's resolving itself. You know, automatically they're backing off and you're like, oh, what a relief, you know? I didn't have to actually tell them, you know, hi, I don't want to talk to you anymore. I didn't have to hurt their feelings. They backed off and it worked out for me. Taking a look at the outcome that's present, we got here the Moon in reverse. You're like, I no longer feel like I need to be stressed over this situation. I no longer feel like I'm going to hurt somebody's feelings or have to feel guilty. Everything worked out perfectly fine for me and things feel good. So Geminis, you know, for some of you, maybe you were talking to somebody, maybe you were dealing with someone for a little bit. You guys could have been talking, flirting, so on and so forth. Then you may have become uninterested and maybe you didn't want to let them down, but then out of nowhere, they say, you know what, I'm not interested anymore. And you're like, wow, that actually works out perfectly because it didn't make me have to do anything, you know? It kind of all worked itself out. So Geminis, I feel relief for you guys coming up this weekend, man, in some sort of situation. It feels like something here is going to end, and honestly, you secretly wanted it. So either way, it kind of works out for you in your favor. All right, Gemini, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. It could also be something as simple as like maybe somebody wanted to take you somewhere and you agreed to go, but you didn't really want to go. And then all of a sudden the plans fall short and you're like, thank God. Okay. So Geminis, I don't know how close you guys are to Cancers, but I could say as a Cancer, I've had many moments like that in my life where I agreed to something I didn't want to do. And then I started, you know, getting that anxiety of like, oh, fuck, like I have to go out of my way to do this. And I never really wanted to do this. Why did I agree to do this? And then the plans fall short and I'm like, oh, what a fucking relief. I could stay home now and enjoy myself, you know? So I've had that energy before. All right. So we started off with our air signs today. Let's go ahead and do air, water, fire, earth. Going on to our water signs. What do we got going on for the lovely and amazing Cancer gang? What's cracking, baby? Messages for Team Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. All right. Messages for Team Cancer here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Team Cancer, let's go ahead and get ourselves one more shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on this weekend, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. And by the way, Tanya Monroe, thank you so much for the 20. Anthony, thank you for being you. Thank you for being you, my love. I appreciate that generous donation. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for your kindness. It really means a lot. All right, Cancer, taking a look at the overall energy for you guys here. We got ourselves the Nine of Cups in reverse. Taking a look at your current energy, you got the Knight of Swords, person you're dealing with, Two of Pentacles reversed. Outcome that's present for you is going to be the Magician in reverse. So you can be connecting with a Virgo. You also may be dealing with an air sign, earth sign, or a water sign. So we got all the motherfucking signs here, Cancer. But most importantly, you might be dealing with a Virgo because that's the highlighted sign. So Nine of Cups reversed and Knight of Swords. Cancer, it's kind of funny how for Gemini, I was just talking about, you know, doing things you don't want to do and how that's similar to a Cancer, because sometimes Cancers will agree upon things that they don't want to do in the first place. And why is that the energy I'm seeing coming up this weekend? Nine of Cups reversed and the Knight of Swords. Doing something that is unfulfilling. Doing something you don't really want to do, Cancer. Okay? Taking a look at who you're dealing with or what you're dealing with, that is the Two of Pentacles in reverse. And then with the outcome that's present, we got here the Magician in reverse. So Cancer, your reading's actually very similar to Gemini's. I feel like if you agreed to do something you weren't interested in doing, Cancer, things are going to be ruling in your favor in the next 72 hours. It actually feels to me that this weekend, if you agreed upon doing something you didn't want to do, whatever it is you agreed upon is going to fall through. So Cancer, for example, if somebody said, hey, this weekend, I would like to go to this place, and you said, okay, sure, but you didn't really want to go, well, chances are you're not going to end up going. Those plans are going to fall short, and then you're going to be happy at the end. So Cancers, this weekend is going to be one of those weekends where things are going to be things are going to be working in your favor, I feel, instead of working against you. But I do want to talk about that one concept, though, Cancer. Please don't agree upon things that you don't really want to agree to in the first place, all right? As a Cancerian, sometimes we feel like we need to be too nice, or sometimes we feel like we need to please others. I think it's incredibly important to always make sure that you're not going out of your way for other people, especially when it's something you don't want to do. So Cancers, don't agree upon something you're uncomfortable with. Don't agree upon something you're not happy with doing, because at the end of the day, all you're doing is putting yourself through shit that you don't need to put yourself in the first place. So Cancer, just saying that, man, if you're doing something you don't want to be doing this weekend, it seems to me like it's falling short and you're going to end up being okay. But remember that golden thumb rule, you know, if it doesn't sit well with you, if it doesn't resonate with you, why bother putting yourself in that environment or that energy? All right, Cancer? So remind yourselves of that. It's okay to say no. I actually think that's an important message coming through for Cancers. It's okay to say no. As a Cancer, sometimes we can be people pleasers. We can do too much for people, even if it's something we don't want to do. So I think it's always important to remind yourself that by telling somebody no, that doesn't mean that you're doing a bad thing. It doesn't mean that you're being a bad person. It means that you have boundaries, and your boundaries aren't to be taken advantage of or overstepped. All right? So remember that, Cancer. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. By the way, there was another donation. Let me go scroll all the way up because I do not want to forget it. Give me one sec, y'all. I believe it was Matthew, who someone said Matthew donated. I think Vanessa told me Matthew. Yep, Matthew Waters, thank you so much for the $1. Appreciate that. Thank you so much for your donation, all right? Thank you all so much, man. And thank you, everybody, for being here. Happy Friday. I hope we're all having a great day so far and looking towards a fantastic weekend, baby. All right, guys, so we did our air signs and our water signs, right? We started off with Gemini, I believe. So air, water, moving on to our fire. What do we got going on for the lovely and amazing Sagittarius gang? What's cracking, baby? Messages for Team Saggy. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours, all right? Messages for Sagittarius here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. Damn, that car was speeding down my street. I don't know if y'all heard that. Messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. A lot of people tend to speed down my street, but they got to be mindful because I don't have sidewalks or anything either, so they got to be careful. I don't know why I felt the need to talk about that, but I did. So anyways, Saggy, taking a look at your overall energy over here, we got a King of Swords. So you can be connecting with an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Interesting. It's about getting serious. Why are you getting serious, though, Sagittarius? Let's take a look at your current energy. You got here the Eight of Cups, person you're dealing with, Knight of Swords, outcome that's present. We got here the World in reverse. So With this energy showing up for you guys, King of Swords to the Eight of Cups, you're getting serious about walking away from something, and I think that it has a lot to do actually with your boundaries here, Sag, okay? So with this energy, it is about creating more stricter boundaries for yourself and slowing down and thinking about things before investing into them. It's funny why I was talking about the person speeding down my street and saying that they should slow down, because I actually think that's a bit of a metaphor for you, Sagittarius. I think the universe wants you to slow down a little bit before you make certain decisions. Slow down before you invest in certain situations. It's more about taking a look at how things affect you. Don't go into something without thinking. Make sure you're thinking about how things affect you first, okay? That is probably the best thing I can tell you that these cards are showing up with for your weekend. Make sure you stop and think before you put your energy into something or before you invest into something, all right? Now, taking a look at who you're dealing with, we got here the Knight of Swords. Sagittarians, I feel like you're kind of learning that lesson now. I feel like you invested into something too quickly. Maybe you invested into talking to somebody too quickly or dating somebody too quickly, but I feel like someone here is pursuing the fuck out of you to the point where they got attached to you very fast, and you're like, I'm not really feeling this. I'm not really in a position to where I want to tie down. I'm not really in a position to where I want a relationship just yet. So looking at the outcome that's present, the world in reverse, you're not trying to start a new cycle with somebody. So Sagittarian, I think that you did jump in a little quickly with someone, but they are jumping ahead like way faster than you. Someone here wants to like get in a relationship with you and tie you down, and you're like, I just met you yesterday, okay? So with that energy being present, Sag, you're putting your boundaries up, you're putting your walls up, you're like, listen, I'm sorry, I need to walk away from this. Unfortunately, this is not what I'm looking for right now. I want things to be a little bit more slow. So Sag, that's the message that I got here for you. Now, if it's not about a person chasing you romantically, it could be somebody just wanting something from you and pursuing you, and then you having to put your boundaries up. It could be a job chasing after you, and you're like, listen, I'm sorry, I'm not going to this job, but that's the energies that I'm seeing. A little bit of a weird message, probably not going to resonate to a lot of Sages out there, but if it does happen to resonate, cool. If not, it's not your message. So there was a couple of different things to talk about in this reading anyways. One of your biggest messages, Sag, was slow down, don't commit to anything quickly, don't invest into anything too quickly, make sure you're seeing how things affect you, and if you're dealing with something that's chasing you currently and you're not interested, you know, keep your walls up, keep your boundaries up, and make sure that you don't let somebody overstep, you know, especially if this Knight of Swords is trying to take no for an answer, they're going to have to deal with it. All right, Sag? All right, baby, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. By the way, thank you so much. I'm a slot smack my button. Marlene, I know it's you, but that freaking name kills me, dude. I think that's so funny. Thank you for the 10. It's Marlene here on both accounts, and you're doing so amazing with all these videos. I'm so proud of you. I truly love and appreciate the hell out of you. You amaze me every day. Thank you, Marlene. I appreciate that so much. Thank you for your donation, and thank you for always fucking supporting the crap out of me. Really appreciate that as well, and I'm sorry I can't get over the name. The name kills me. That's such a fucking awesome name for a YouTube channel, but thank you for your donation, Marlene, and thank you for always being here. It's really fucking appreciated, all right? All right, baby. So we did our air, our water, our fire, going on to our earth signs. I want to see what's going on for the lovely and amazing Virgo gang. What's cracking for Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, messages for Virgo here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on for the 193 peeps in the chat? If you guys could drop a like, I'd appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. It really means a lot. Messages from my Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Team Virgo, let's see what we got going on for your weekend, baby. Hopefully, we got some fantastic stuff. Virgo, overall energy for you is going to be the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You might be dealing with a fixed sign, an Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, or possibly a Leo. Looking at your current energy, we got you showing up. We got the Hermit in reversed. Person you're dealing with, we got the Judgment. Outcome that's present, we got the Empress. Could be dealing with a Libra, a fellow Virgo here too. So, a lot of major arcana, actually all major arcana cards jumping out here for your reading. So this is talking about some important shit. Wheel of Fortune reversed, Hermit reversed. It's about going back to a cycle, and I feel like you're not over this cycle yet. You're going back to a cycle here that is supposed to be completed. I mean, taking a look at who you're dealing with the Judgment card. So Virgos, there could be some situation that arises in the next 24 hours where somebody may be asking for a second chance, or a second chance at something may be granted for you over the weekend. So I'm not sure what the second chance is about, but it could be about growing from the experience. I don't think it's about getting a second chance to redo something. It's about getting a second chance to revisit a certain situation that happened in your life. It's to revisit your past, but to grow from it rather than to re-envision it. Does that make sense? So for example, you might come in contact with an ex of yours, but it's not about you and your ex getting back together. It's about getting clarity and growing from the experience on why the two of you were together. Same thing applies for something you went through in your past. If it's not about love or romance, you're revisiting a certain moment of your past, but to learn from that moment, to apply further growth moving forward in your life right now. So I feel like in the next 72 hours over the weekend, you're getting a second chance of clarity, but you're also getting a second chance of revisiting your past. Reasoning behind that is for growth, you know? So I feel like I could explain that so much better, but of course with Mercury being retrograde, I mean, it's still pre-shadow, but Mercury retrograde's coming in 3 days. You know, it's hard for me to express how I really feel or what I'm really trying to say, so I'm hoping I'm making sense to you guys, because I feel like anytime Mercury's kind of, you know, winding up and shooting up, I don't make sense with the way I communicate, so hopefully you guys got that message. But yeah, moving into the weekend though, it really seems to me like it's not about going back to the past and having a second chance to make something work. It's about going back into your past to take a look at why you were there in the first place, to learn things from it, and to apply that growth moving forward in your life. So take that how that resonates for you. All right, baby. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up our first batch of signs. Let me grab a card that fell on the floor real quick, and we'll get on into the rest of the reading, all right? All right, baby. So we finished up our first batch, going back onto our air signs. I want to see what's going on for the lovely and amazing Aquarian gang. What's cracking, baby? Messages for Aqua, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. All right. Messages for my Aquarius here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. Aquarius, your energy's coming through pretty quickly. Let's get one more shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on. All right, Aquarius, what's going on, baby? I don't know how I feel. Taking a look at your current energy, or your overall energy, you got here the 10 of Cups. Taking a look at your current energy, you got a 7 of Cups, person you're dealing with, the 9 of Wands. Outcome that's present, the Devil. Yeah, there was something here that I felt. So you could be connecting with a Capricorn. The first thing that came to mind is it love or is it lust? But I don't think that's exactly it for you. I think you're going to start coming to the realization that what you're invested in isn't necessarily love, but is more so a partial fulfillment for a void that is not necessarily filled. This could be you, or this could be the other person. So keep in mind this message can resonate vice versa. But Aquarian, I think that you have felt confusion recently surrounding a certain relationship in your life. And you've been wondering to yourself, do I love this person? Do I want to be with this person? Do I want to have a future with this person? And you haven't been able to really come to a conclusion. You haven't really been able to note and acknowledge if this is really for you. And I think the main reason behind that is because you're acknowledging they are partially fulfilling to me. There are parts of this person who are fulfilling to me, but they are not exactly my end-all be-all. They are not exactly my 10 of Cups. I think that somebody here has been beneficial for you. I think somebody here has been great to kind of help you fill a void that you've been dealing with, but they're not exactly what you need. And I think that the more and more you kind of meditate on this, Aquarius, the more and more you recognize the void I need to fill is the void within myself. It's not about other people filling the void. It's not about other people making me happy. It's about making myself happy. And until you can fully love yourself, and until you can fully make yourself happy, loving another person and being involved in a relationship where you feel true unconditional love is going to be a little hard for you guys. Because I think that right now you may feel loved with this person you're dealing with, but at the same time you find it hard to feel unconditionally loved. So Aquarius, I think a lot of you guys are coming to that full-blown realization of the void. The thing that's missing is the love that I need to have for myself. It's the fulfillment that I need to find within myself, because it doesn't matter how many people I meet and how many people I connect with, nobody's going to fill that void except for me. Nobody's going to fill that void except for me loving myself, me being content within myself, me being whole and complete within myself, right? So I think that's what comes down to it, with the Devil card being the outcome. I think a lot of you guys are kind of realizing, you know, I'm holding on right now to a relationship because partially it's fulfilling for me, but it's not exactly what I need. What I need right now is to be whole and complete within myself. And I always try to tell people too, like, two halves don't make a whole. You know, two halves don't make a whole. Two people, you know, being halves and halves don't make a relationship. What makes a real relationship is two people who are whole and complete within themselves, who add value, who love one another, and complement one another. That's what makes a relationship. It's two people who are whole and complete within themselves. So Aquarius, I definitely feel here for you guys that this is about recognizing that void, recognizing how it needs to be filled, and saying, you know what, I can't keep accepting partial fulfillment to numb this void feeling. It's time for me to fill it. It's time for me to work on myself. It's time for me to do that shadow work and confront that shadow and finally get whole and complete within me. All right. Now, I know that's not going to resonate to all of you, but if that is a message for you, you know, definitely take your time. And I'm also not telling you either that you need to break up with this person, run away from this person, and so on and so forth. I'm not saying that's what you need to do. Aquarius, you are more than capable of working on yourself as well as working on a relationship too. Because I think that this is not one of those situations where you need to, you know, break up with a person or run away with somebody. No, you don't need to do that. You can work on yourself and work on this as well. So don't feel like you have to be on your own throughout this journey and process. You can still maintain what you have right now. All right? All right, Aquarius, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did our air sign, moving on to our water sign. What do we got going on for the lovely and amazing Scorpio gang? What's cracking, Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, message is here for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Team Scorpio, let's go ahead and get ourselves one more shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on, baby. Hopefully, we got ourselves some pretty fantastic stuff. Scorpio, overall energy for you guys here is showing up as the Eight of Swords in reverse. So you can be dealing with an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Taking a look at your current energy, we got here the Five of Cups in reverse, person you're dealing with. We got here the Nine of Cups, and then the outcome that's present for you is going to be the Ten of Cups. So Scorpio, Eight of Swords reverse to the Five of Cups in reverse. I think that you kind of came to terms that you're finally over something. I think that the Five of Cups reverse is like, it's basically recognizing I'm totally over something right now, and it feels so fucking good. And with the Eight of Swords being in reverse, you're not even thinking about this situation anymore. You're no longer overthinking about somebody. Somebody's no longer taking up your whole entire mind. You're just so happy and grateful to be freed from them. So looking at what you're dealing with the Nine of Cups. You're dealing with freedom right now. The freedom to invest your energy in whatever it is that you want, whatever is self-fulfilling to you. And with the outcome that's present being the Ten of Cups, god damn it, does it feel so good. So taking a look at this energy for you, Scorpio, I think it's about finally acknowledging I released someone, I purged someone out, and I feel great about it. I'm actually finally investing all that hard work and all that love I've put into other people right back into myself, and I feel great about that. So it could be about a friend maybe that you released, it could be about a lover you released, it could be about a painful situation from your past that you released, so on and so forth. Whatever it is that you've released here though, Scorpio, you are now finally able to invest all the energy you've put into other things right back into yourself. And that's what makes you feel free. That's what makes you feel good. So that's what I'm seeing here for you guys right now. All right. So yeah, Scorpio, you're back into fulfilling yourself. And it feels good. I think you've wasted a lot of time. Well, I don't want to say wasted because you didn't waste a lot of time, but I think you spent a lot of time, you know, putting your energy and your love into other people to the point where you kind of forgot about yourself. And now you're reminded, hey, I can take care of myself. I can love myself. I can do good things for me. And now I'm making sure I take care of myself. All right? All right, baby. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did our air, we did our water, moving on to our fire. What do we got going on for the lovely and amazing Leo gang? What's cracking, baby? Messages for Team Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, messages for my Leo here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Team Leo, let's go ahead and get ourselves one more shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on, baby. Hopefully, we got ourselves some pretty fantastic stuff. Leo, overall energy for you guys here is showing up as the Seven of Wands in reverse. You're letting your guard down this weekend. Okay. Taking a look at your current energy, Three of Swords, tapping into some vulnerability. Taking a look at what you're dealing with, Three of Pentacles, outcome that's present, Leo, Lovers in reverse. Leo, I think you're letting yourself finally feel some pain that you have been trying to avoid for quite some time. I think what this looks like is, you know, it could be heartbreak, but I don't want to keep saying that, guys, because these are general readings. Even if they show up like it's love, it can be anything. You know, you could have stubbed your toe and been upset about it, and this reading could resonate to you, right? So with this energy, Leo, I think you're finally letting some pain into your heart, because it's pain you've been avoiding. It's pain you haven't wanted to feel. It's this energy of, I have, you know, kept my walls up for so long. I have tried to push something away that's bothering me for so long, but now I'm just going to let myself feel it. And taking a look at what you're dealing with the Three of Pentacles, because you're trying to mend your heart right now. You're trying to mend all the pain that you've recently went through. So right now you're really focusing on healing. And it's a process that you got to do alone, Leo. Taking a look at the outcome that's present, you got here the Lovers in reverse. This has nothing to do with unrequited love, and this has nothing to do with love in general. What this has to do with is you doing this all on your own, because you're recognizing the only person who's going to heal me is going to be myself. It's not going to be other people. It's not going to be something outside of me. It's going to be me going through this process alone and healing myself throughout this process alone. So Leo, you guys are acknowledging, I've been running away from something that's been hurting me. It's time for me to take a step back and feel it. And I don't care how annoying I sound by saying this repetitively, but healing is fucking feeling, man. Or feeling is healing. Thank you. Feeling is healing. And if you allow yourself to feel what it is you're going through, you will naturally heal through the experience you're having. You will naturally heal through what you're going through. So if you let yourself feel your emotions, you will work through it. Your body knows what to do, or what to do. Jesus Christ, Mercury, hello. Your body knows what to do because it's a natural process. The reason we have feelings in the first place is because they're indicators of something that's wrong. So when you actually let yourself feel what's going on, your body does the rest. You get through it. Okay? That's why it's called going through the motions, because you get through them. All right? So overall here for you, Leo, you're not running this weekend. Whatever kind of pain you need to confront, you're confronting it, and you're doing it alone. But you know what? You're mending. So it's a good start. All right? All right, baby. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up our fire, our air, and our water, going on to our earth signs. What do we got going on for the lovely and amazing Capricorn gang? What's cracking, baby? Messages for Team Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. All right. Messages for my Capricorn here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. For the 208 peeps in the chat, if you guys can drop a like, I'd appreciate it. Thank you all so much for tuning in. By the way, real quick to my mods, did I happen to miss a donation? Because I feel like I did for some reason. If I did, please let me know so I can give whoever donated the proper thank you. Thank you so much. All right. All right, baby. Messages for Capricorn. Milk Bread, thank you for the 5. Appreciate that so much. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Capricorn. Your energy's a little tough this weekend. I'm not going to lie to you. I do feel a little bit of stress coming through for you. Let's take a look here and see why. Taking a look at your overall energy, we got here the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So far, I feel like you're withdrawing from something, Capricorn. You're pulling back from something. I don't think that you want to invest your energy into a situation. You may feel like it's a waste of time. Your current energy is the 7 of Pentacles reversed. Person you're dealing with, 5 of Wands. Outcome that's present, Queen of Wands. Yeah. So Capricorn, coming up this weekend for you guys, I feel like there's a little bit of hectic energy surrounding you. This could be your environment possibly. It could be your work environment because there's a lot of pentacles showing up here. So you might be having a stressful time at work. You can be having a stressful time with your family. You might be having a stressful time with a partner or with a friend. But this energy that you're dealing with, it's a lot of stress because I feel like people are all on edge. That's what my guides are saying. It's like everyone around you is on edge, Capricorn. So it is very, very important this weekend to make sure you are as grounded as possible. For the energies that you will be dealing with or coming in contact with this weekend, don't let them dim your shine, Capricorn. Don't let them get you down. All right? I definitely feel like if it's not worth your investment, don't bother investing into it, okay? So the best advice that I can give Capricorns here is that if you end up confronting the Five of Wands, people that are projecting what they're going through, people that are in nasty moods, people that are just trying to start shit, Capricorn, it is best not to invest in those people because they don't deserve to get your energy. Taking a look at the outcome that's present, we got here the Queen of Wands. You know, just remember that you are that queen. Remember that you are powerful. And on top of that, Capricorn, remember that nobody can get to you unless you allow them. All right? So continue to stand in your power. Turn the other cheek. Look the other way. Don't invest in people's BS this weekend because trust me, it feels like they're going to try to get you. Now, for a good majority of you, this could be within your workplace. And when I say your workplace, I'm not talking about your coworkers. You know, for those of you that work in retail, people might be really nasty this weekend. They may want to, you know, pop off or just say some really rude things. Don't let those people get to you either, okay? Because trust me, it ain't worth it, right? So this could be for the work environment, the family environment, any environment at all that you're dealing with. So all I'm going to say, Cappy, is that people are on edge around you. Just keep your cool, be grounded as much as possible, and let yourself remind yourself that you are that Queen of Wands, you know? Nobody can get to you unless you allow them to. You're stronger than them. Okay? All right, Capricorn, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So, we finished up our second batch of signs. Now, moving on to our last, but not least, air sign. What do we got going on for the lovely and amazing Libra gang? What's cracking, baby? Messages for Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, messages for my Libra here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on? For the 220 peeps in the chat, if you guys can drop a like, I'd appreciate it. Thank you all so much for tuning in, man. Messages for Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, my Libras. Let's see what we got going on, baby. Hopefully all is well. Libra, overall energy for you guys here is showing up as the Ten of Cups in the reverse. So, you could be dealing with a water sign for a few of you. Taking a look at your current energy, you got here the Seven of Swords in reverse. Person you're dealing with, we got the Knight of Swords. And then the outcome that's present, we got here the Two of Cups in the reverse. Okay. So Libra, with this energy showing up so far, I think someone here does want to try to apologize to you, or someone here is rushing in trying to fix things with you. I think somebody here just essentially recognized they did you wrong, but you're also in the position of time where you're saying, don't listen to them, don't hear them out, don't deceive yourself, don't get caught up in this again. Okay, Libra? So you're essentially getting that intuitive gut feeling of someone may be talking, but their words don't necessarily have any meaning behind them. All right? It's the energy of actions speak louder than words, and based upon this person's previous actions, their words are not going to carry a lot of weight. All right? So Libra, someone here may be apologizing to you. I think you're going to hear them out. You're going to hear their apology, but I think that you're really going to pay attention to the actions they've previously shown you, and that makes you automatically feel like that's a red flag. Do not go back. You may forgive, but do not forget. So with the outcome being the Two of Cups in reverse, you know, someone here might apologize, but you're not giving them a second chance. I think that you've recognized, I've seen how you behaved before, and how do I know your behavior's changed? Words can be a bunch of things, but actions are going to speak louder. So there could be a friend here possibly who may have had some sort of argument with you or done something against you that you didn't really like. It could have been somebody that you were potentially thinking of dating, or it could have been, you know, somebody within your family. Whatever the case may be though right now, Libra, I think a lot of you guys are realizing, you know, you can come back and apologize, but actions are going to speak louder than words. And as of right now, your actions are not proving much. Your words over here are not proving much. So with all that being said, you're not giving somebody a second chance here until you actually see some change, and when you actually feel like the apology is truly genuine. Because the thing about apologies is that people can say sorry, but sorry doesn't mean anything unless you change what it is you were sorry for. Sorry doesn't mean anything unless you actually take action to change, you know? All right, baby, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So, we finished up all of our air signs, moving back to the water signs. What do we got going on for the lovely and amazing Pisces gang? What's cracking, baby? Messages for Team Pisces here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. All right. Messages for Team Pisces, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on? Messages from my Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Pisces, let's see what we got going on, baby. Hopefully all is well. What's going on for my Pisces peeps? Pisces, overall energy for you guys here is showing up as the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So, you might be dealing with an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taking a look at your current energy, you got here the Eight of Cups, person you're dealing with, you got the Two of Pentacles, and then the outcome that's present, we got here the Justice card. So, you might be dealing with a Libra as well. Four of Pentacles reversed, and then the Eight of Cups upright. Yeah, you're dropping something here this weekend, Pisces. I think you're dropping something that's way too inconsistent for you. There is a lot of inconsistency here. So there could be a job that's way too inconsistent with you. For example, maybe they're not giving you a solid schedule. Maybe they're constantly changing your schedule. They're like, we're putting you on here, and we're putting you on that day, and this day, and that day, and oh, I was supposed to work this day, but you're working that day. If you had a job that's been incredibly inconsistent with you, Pisces, chances are you're getting the hell out of there. You're getting out of Dodge, because you need to find yourself a job that provides stability, okay? Nobody likes working at a job where people are constantly changing your schedule, which is changing your pay, which is changing your hours, which is changing your free time. Ain't nobody like that, right? So for some of you, Pisces, if this is the job we're talking about here, I definitely feel like you're looking for something new, considering that whatever job you're at right now, they're way too unstable for you. But if it's not about a job, it could be about a person. Maybe somebody's been incredibly inconsistent with you and you feel like you need balance, because with the outcome that's present, you got here the Justice card. Maybe you feel like you need more balance in your life. You feel like you need more stability in your life. So right now, anything that isn't really showing that it's stable, you might be walking away from that. You could be walking away from inconsistent friendships. You might be walking away from an inconsistent relationship. You very well likely could be walking away from an inconsistent job, or even an inconsistent type of mindset for a few of you as well, you know? Maybe you're around people whose mindsets kind of shift all the time, you know? Maybe you need to be in a more positive environment and not an environment that goes from being, you know, positive to negative, right? So ultimately, it's however it resonates to you. But Pisces, inconsistency is not key for you, all right? Consistency is. So I think that you want more balance back in your life here, and most importantly, you want more stability, Pisces. All right? All right, baby, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So, we finished up all of our water signs, all of our air signs, going on to the fire. What do we got going on for the lovely and amazing Aries gang? What's cracking, baby? What's going on for my Aries? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours, all right? Messages for Team Aries here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on for Aries weekend? Messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Aries, let's go ahead and get this last shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on, man. Hopefully, all is well. Aries, overall energy for you guys here is showing up as the Five of Swords. So, you can be dealing with I don't know why the hell that just fell out of my hand like that. That was so elegant too, Aries, okay? I meant to go put the card down and it just glided. So something's telling me maybe you need to fly like a bird, okay? Nonetheless, though, overall energy for you guys here, we got the Five of Swords. You might be dealing with an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Taking a look at your current energy, you got here the Queen of Swords, person you're dealing with, Wheel of Fortune. Outcome that's present, we got here the Two of Pentacles, okay? So with this energy showing up here for you, Aries, I think it's basically about making up, not even making up, it's about taking a stand for yourself. I think that you're noticing that things in your life is essentially changing, and it's not about resisting change anymore. It's about kind of rolling with the punches. It's about going with the flow and letting whatever's meant to happen for you. I mean, taking a look at the outcome that's present, Two of Pentacles, I think a new cycle in your life is being created. Now, I'm not sure what this cycle is, because none of these cards are descriptive as to what new type of change is coming in your life, but whatever is changing in your life, Aries, I think you're just letting it happen. What's interesting is that, remember how in the beginning of the card reading, like this card flew? When it flew, it went from the Five of Swords upright to the Five of Swords reversed. So maybe what that was trying to say is that you're no longer resisting change, whereas in the past you were. That's what it could be here, Aries, okay? So I think that new cycles are being born in your life, and I don't think that you're ready to fight them anymore. If the universe is changing something currently, you're letting it happen for you. And by letting it happen for you, it's going to manifest greater and better things in your life anyways. Because the thing about the universe is that rejection's God's protection, you know? Anytime something ends or anytime something does not happen for you the way you want it to happen, essentially something better happens for you. So I think that that's just going to be one of those things this weekend that you got to focus on to and hold on to, you know? Put more faith in the universe and note that whatever's changing for you is happening all because of your higher good. It's all going to be for your higher good, okay? Now, I know I repeat that message a lot, and I feel like I say that in almost every daily reading, but it's a powerful message to live by. Anytime something isn't working in your favor, chances are something better is happening for you anyway. All right, Aries, have a little faith, guys, and continue to hold on to the fact that whatever's changing is changing for your higher good. Okay? All right, baby, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So, we finished up all of our fire signs, all of our water signs, all of our air signs. Last but not least, we're going to take a look at what's going on for Taurus in just a sec. Pisces love, by the way, thank you for the $4.99. Really appreciate that. Thank you, and as always, sending out those vibes for us. Such a great tarot reader. Have an awesome weekend. Thank you, Pisces love. Really appreciate that. Have an awesome weekend as well. And by the way, guys, thank you for being here too, man. Really, really appreciate it. I ain't going to lie, guys. I'm a little drained right now. So if you feel my energy going down a little bit, I'm getting a little tired. But we are on the last sign, so we're going to go out with a bang here. But so far, man, I hope you guys enjoyed the weekend reading. I hope you guys have enjoyed being here today, man. Thank you, everybody, for your love. Thank you, everybody, for your support. You are all fucking awesome. So, moving on to the bull gang. Let's see what we got going on, man. Messages for Team Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. All right. Messages for Team Taurus here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on? Messages for my bull gang. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Team Taurus. Let's see what we got going on, baby. Hopefully, all is well. Taurus, overall energy for you guys here is showing up as the 8 of Pentacles. So, you can be dealing with an Earth sign, a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. Looking at your current energy, we got here the Page of Pentacles, person you're dealing with. We got the Ace of Cups, outcome that's present. We got here the King of Swords in the reverse. So, Taurus, 8 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Whatever you're working on here, you're putting in as much work as you possibly can. And I think that you're the only one who's offering this work currently, Taurus, because taking a look at who you're dealing with, you got here the Ace of Cups, but then looking at the outcome that's present, you got the King of Swords in reverse. So you're determined here, but somebody else isn't determined. And also, this was a flipper that came out of the deck too. You got here 7 of Wands. Taurus, I feel like you're determined to show somebody that you love them. You're determined to show somebody that you want to work hard to be with them. But I don't think they have the same determination as you do. I think that essentially whoever this is you're dealing with right now is in a position to where they're not really paying attention to the effort and work you're putting in at all. They're kind of really, really detached. So Taurus, if you're grinding really hard right now and somebody doesn't seem interested, if you're trying really hard to be with somebody right now and they don't seem incredibly interested, I feel like the universe is trying to tell you to pull back. Don't put in so much effort and so much work for somebody to not appreciate it. For some reason, though, I don't feel like this is about love. I mean, it can be, but Taurus, I feel like for those of you that are crafty, or for those of you that have your own business, or for those of you that are at a certain type of job, be mindful, too, of how much time and energy you're putting into your job, especially if your boss isn't appreciating it, or especially if your customers aren't appreciating it either. Because if there is this lack of appreciation for all the hard work and beautiful things you do, then at the end of the day, you're no longer going to feel determined to get the work done the way you want to. All right? So Taurus, just throwing that out there, guys. Make sure whatever you're giving your energy to or whatever it is you're working hard on is being appreciated. Because if it isn't, is it really worth going that hard for it? Is it really worth putting in all that energy for it? Just saying. If it's a friendship, remember, friendships are two-way streets. If it's a relationship, relationships are two-way streets. So if you're going really hard for somebody and they're not going as hard for you, is it worth going that hard? And same thing applies to at your job. If you're working hella fucking hard and your boss doesn't appreciate you, is it worth working that hard for your fucking boss? You know? Just saying, it ain't. So be mindful, guys. Make sure you get what you deserve. Make sure you get the appreciation you deserve. Make sure you get the love and respect you deserve. Don't let individuals take advantage of all the stuff you give. Make sure that you get that back. Okay, Taurus? All right, baby. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So, Guys, I want to thank you all so much, man, for coming out to the, I almost said the daily reading, but the weekend reading. Thank you guys for coming out. It's really, really appreciated. Also, real quick, thank you for the 15 all the way from some ginger chick. Rest up, man. I'm going to. I got incredibly drained throughout today's weekend read. So either way, thank you guys for being here. I'm ready to take myself a really good nap, but thank you for that donation. I appreciate that so much, all right? But all right, guys, thank you for being here. Appreciate it so much. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Shout out to the peeps that come out Monday through Friday. Thank you for your love. And thank you for your support. For those of you that sent in donations today, guys, thank you for those donations. They help a lot more than you all know. Really appreciate that as well. Much gratitude and love to you. Thank you for your generosity. Yesterday, I did finish uploading all the mid-September readings. So if you guys have not seen your mid-September, all those readings are available on the channel. Feel free to check them out. They are on the playlist. I will probably put the playlist at the end of the video here once it's done rendering out. So you guys can go check that out or go to my YouTube channel, go under playlists, and then you'll see it there for you. Okay? If you want to follow me on any of my socials, those will be linked in the description below. And with that all being said, guys, I hope you have a fantastic weekend, man. Thank you for spending time with me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new here, definitely consider subscribing. And I hope your message resonated. If it didn't, better luck next time. We're always going to have more messages here on the channel. So yeah, I'm going to go rest up, everybody, and I'm going to go relax and enjoy the rest of my weekend. I hope you guys do as well. All right, everybody, take care and have yourselves a good one. Peace. Much love, peeps. Much love, baby.